As the premium ANC headphone market heats up, cheaper ANC headphones are getting better because of the trickle-down effect. And a good example of this are the new Audio-Technica ATH-SR50BTs. I think these are a pair of very well-rounded headphones that perform great and have some very welcome features. And if it wasn't for their touchpad, I think these headphones would be perfect. But first, a word from one of our partners. Before I started using NordVPN, I would never use public Wi-Fi because I didn't want to risk having my data exposed, which meant anytime I traveled or was in a dead zone in the city, I would have little to no internet on my phone. But now with NordVPN's military-grade encryption, I can use public Wi-Fi and know that my data is safe from would-be hackers. NordVPN can do a lot more, but this is one of the main reasons I use them. See how you can enjoy 3 years of online security for only $2.99 a month by clicking on the link in the description down below. The new Audio-Technica ATH-SR50BTs, which I've christened the SR50s, retail for $200. That's the same as last year's ATH-ANC 700BT headphones. And for simplicity's sakes, if you're looking into getting the QuietPoint headphones, I recommend you go with the SR50s instead. If you want to pick up the Audio-Technica ATH-SR50BTs, I'll have that link down below. As always, we're going to go over what comes in the box first. The SR50s come included with a carrying pouch, which I think feels a little more premium than the carrying pouch that came included with the ATH-M50XBTs. But still, if you plan on traveling with these headphones on a regular basis, I still recommend you invest in a hard shell carrying case. The SR50s also come included with a 3.5 to 3.5mm audio cable. Now, there's no inline controller or mic on this audio cable, but I think this audio cable is decent for a pair of $200 headphones. But unfortunately, the SR50s still come included with a mic USB cable for charging. And this is one of those things I feel are really holding these headphones back in 2019. As of right now, if you want USB-C on your headphones, you're gonna have to go for more premium models like the 1000XM3 or the Surface headphones. And I don't expect Audio-Technica to adopt USB-C anytime soon because they announced their new ATH-ANC 900BT QuietPoint headphones at CES 2019, which are also still using micro USB. But micro USB aside, the SR50s actually have very good build quality. They're super lightweight, the headband clicks into position, and there's basically no cracking or squeaking when flexing the headband. But what really makes these headphones stand out from other $200 headphones is that they can be laid down flat or collapsed. And this is a big deal because usually with $200 headphones, they can either only do one or the other. And when it comes to fit, these headphones have a very loose fit, just like the 1000XM3 or Bose QC35s, which make them great for long use sessions, and they are without a doubt Big Head approved. And regarding the SR50's ear cups, they're very spacious and should have no problem fitting people that have large ears or ears that stick out a lot. In short, the SR50s are just as comfortable as the Bose QC35s because their ear cups are a little more spacious than the 1000XM3. Now, when it comes to tech specs, the SR50s are rocking Bluetooth 5.0 and they're good for watching YouTube videos on your iPhone because they have very little latency. But unfortunately, these headphones can only be connected to one device at a time, which means you can't hot swap from one device to another as easily as, say, the Surface headphones or Bose QC35s. But when it comes to battery life, the SR50s have an advertised battery life of 28 hours, which is a touch above average for headphones these days. And for me, I've noticed that I can go about a week and a half in between charges for the way that I use them. But unfortunately, these headphones don't have any official fast charging numbers, which I know that if you're a constant commuter can be pretty important. But now let's talk about the active noise cancellation on the SR50s. First, I just want to set expectations here. Active noise cancellation across the board on sub $200 ANC headphones is going to be nowhere near as good as the ANC found on more premium models. And just so you can see firsthand, we're going to jump into an ANC test.
Noise reduction. Noise reduction.
Like you may have just heard, the ANC on the Surface headphones and 1000XM3 easily block out way more noise than the SR50s. But it doesn't mean the ANC on the SR50s is outright useless. The SR50s do manage to do a fair job of blocking out some constant low frequency sounds, like road noise, and they do so with very minimal cabin pressure. But one of the main reasons I like the SR50 so much is because they are one of the only $200 ANC headphones out there that feature both an ambient mode and quick attention mode, similar to the 1000 XM3. Audio-Technica calls their feature hear-through mode, and it allows you to select how much ambient noise you would like the headphones to pump in while you have them on. And a feature like this is very useful if you're walking around the city, or if you're in an office or at school. If someone calls your name, you're still going to be able to hear them. But the SR50s also feature quick hear-through, where by pressing the only button on the left ear cup, the headphones will mute your music and pump in all of the ambient sound, like this. And this feature is useful because you can have a quick conversation with someone without having to take your headphones off. And like I said, the SR50s are one of the only sub $200 ANC headphones out there that has both an ambient mode and quick attention mode like the 1000 XM3s. Because for comparison, the Skull Candy Venues have monitoring mode, which is similar to quick attention but lacks an ambient mode. But still, the hear-through feature on the SR50s isn't perfect. It's simply letting in all of the ambient sound and it's not filtering out any of the excessive noise pollution like the 1000 XM3s do. Which means if there's a loud bang, a dog starts barking, or a siren passes by, you're gonna hear all of that in your headphones. Whereas the 1000 XM3s are smart enough to block out those sudden loud sounds and save you from jump scares and from going deaf. But features aside, let's talk about sound quality. The SR50s have a neutral sound signature that's all about clarity, and honestly, I don't have any bad things to say about these headphones when it comes to sound quality. Their bass resonates nice and deep and it never bottoms out, the soundstage is wide, instrument separation is good, and the highs never get tinny. But just keep in mind, these are neutral sounding headphones. If you're looking for something that's going to rock your head when the bass gets going, these ain't it. And unfortunately, Audio-Technica doesn't allow you to adjust the EQ on these headphones through their app. And I think that's done on purpose because they don't want you messing up their headphones' already awesome sound signature. But now let's talk about something that's not so awesome on the SR50s, and that's their touch controls. First off, the touch controls on these headphones are on the left ear cup, which I think is a bad choice on Audio-Technica's part because the majority of the population is right-handed. So as a righty, it does take some time to get used to using the touch controls on these headphones, and even after that, it still feels a little weird. But in order to play or pause your music, you just press once on the Audio-Technica logo, and if you want to skip or go back a track, you swipe up or down on the left ear cup. And after you get the hang of it, it works okay. But I found trying to adjust the volume using the touch controls is just too much of a hassle. You're supposed to press right above or below the logo to adjust the volume. But it almost never works on the first try, so I just skip the headache and whip out my phone to adjust the volume every single time. But you can cycle from having ANC turned on, hear through, or just having those features turned off by completely covering the touchpad, which is nice. But still, I think Audio-Technica would be much better off if they just use physical buttons instead of trying to keep up with the cool kids by insisting on using a touchpad that causes more problem than it should. And finally, here's the microphone test. And just like most other headphones out there, the microphone isn't that great. But this audio clip is being recorded by the microphone found on the Audio-Technica ATH-SR50BTs, so you can be the judge of that. But overall, I really do like the SR50BTs, and if it wasn't for their imperfect touch controls and lack of USB-C, I think these would be hands down the best sub $200 neutral sounding ANC headphones on the market right now. But still, if you can look past the lack of USB-C in 2019 and imperfect touch controls, the SR50BTs are a great pair of headphones. They have very good build quality, they're very comfortable to wear, they sound very good, and I think they look good. But what really makes these headphones stand out for me is their hear-through and quick hear-through features. Not a lot of other sub $200 ANC headphones have both of these features. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit that like button and get subscribed. It helps out more than you realize. If you want to pick any of the products up mentioned in this video, those will be linked in the description down below, and you can also support the channel by checking out the merch store. But other than that, I'll catch you next time.